Welcome back to this channel, A to Z Dentistry Dental Lectures made easy. Today in this video I would like to talk about tooth notation systems. From ancient days we are having so much of tooth notation systems. The Dane or head rub system, the reverse numeration system, the Latin numerical system, the Metcalfe system, the Crow system, the Lowland system, the Holland system, the French system, and Dutch system. And recently we are having three notations, that is universal notation system, Sigmoid system, FDA notation system. Sigmoid system is also known as symbolic system, quadrant system, or grid system, or angular system. FDA notation system is also known as two-digit system or international numbering system. So in this video I am focusing on these three tooth notation systems. Before going to the details, I would like to talk about quadrants. In order to understand tooth notation, we must put a cross sign or a plus sign like this. And right maxillary quadrant is shown in this picture. Then left maxillary quadrant shown in this picture. Left mandibular quadrant is shown in this picture. Right mandibular quadrant is shown in this picture. You should understand this, otherwise it is very difficult to understand regarding all the tooth notation systems. So now we are moving towards universal notation system. For permanent dentition, we are having 4 quadrants as I mentioned earlier, and this universal notation system denotes starting from number 1 to 32. Each tooth is assigned as a number. First quadrant assigned as 1 to 8, second quadrant assigned as 9 to 16, third quadrant assigned as 17 to 24, fourth quadrant assigned as 25 to 32. I'll give you for examples. 3, that means right maxillary first molar. 14, that means left maxillary first molar. 22, that means left mandibular canine. 28, that means right mandibular first premolar. In the universal system for deciduous dentition, we are having same 4 quadrants. Instead of numerical numbers, we are using alphabets. From A to E denotes first quadrant, from F to J denotes second quadrant, from K to O denotes third quadrant, from P to T denotes last and final quadrant. I'll give you a few examples. The alphabet B denotes deciduous dentition, right maxillary first molar. Alphabet R denotes deciduous right mandibular canine. Alphabet M denotes deciduous left mandibular canine. Alphabet F denotes deciduous right maxillary central incisor. The problem of universal notation system is it is very difficult to remember each tooth. We have to remember from 1 to 32. Similarly, we have to remember from A to T. So in order to modify it, they have introduced next system, that is called as Sigmoid system. Here in permanent dentition, Sigmoid system, they are writing as like this, and most interestingly, each tooth is given a particular number. 1 is for central incisors, 2 is for lateral incisors, 3 is for canines, 4 is for first premolar, 5 is for second premolar, 6 is for first molar, 7 is for second molar, 8 is for third molar. So whatever the quadrant, the tooth number will be fixed. So this is Sigmoid-Palmer system. It is very easy. Now we will see how it is notated as well as how we are identifying it. The first example is left mandibular first molar, second example is right maxillary canine, third one is left maxillary first premolar. For deciduous dentition of the Sigmoid-Palmer system, they denotes from A to E. A stands for central incisor, B for laterals, C for canines, D for first molar, E for second molar. All these teeth are deciduous. So all the quadrants we are having same notations. For deciduous dentition we are using alphabets A to E. So it denotes like this. This first example is deciduous left mandibular first molar. Second one is deciduous right maxillary lateral incisor. Third one is deciduous left maxillary second molar. So it is very easy to note it down, write it down. It is easy. But the problem is verbal communication is not possible using Sigmoid-Palmer system. If you noticed when I am showing examples, then you will understand that. I was just pointing it. I can't verbally explain what is there in this picture. So that is the problem. So in order to overcome all these problems, they have introduced universally accepted one, that is FDA notation system. For permanent dentition, they have given notations like this. It is also known as two-digit system. Here, first digit is for the quadrant, second digit is for tooth number. So 1 is right maxillary quadrant, 2 is left maxillary quadrant, 3 is left mandibular quadrant, 4 is right mandibular quadrant. And tooth number 1 to 8, as we mentioned earlier, 1 and 2 is for central and lateral incisors respectively, 3 is for canine, 4 and 5 first and second molars respectively, 6, 7, 8 first, second, third molars respectively. So now we will be moving towards the examples. These examples, it is not read as 16, 26, 33 and 44. Instead, it is read as 16, 26, 33 and 44. So what do you mean by 16? 1 means first quadrant, 6 means sixth tooth. Right maxillary first molar. What is 26? Left maxillary first molar. What is 33? Left mandibular canine. What is 44? It's nothing but right mandibular first premolar. Now we are moving towards FDA notation system for deciduous dentition. Here, similar to the permanent dentition, it is two-digit system. First digit stands for the quadrant. Since 1 to 4 is assigned for permanent dentition, here they have used 5 to 8. 5 is for maxillary right, 6 is for maxillary left, 7 is for mandibular left, and 8 is for mandibular right. Here 1 is stands for central incisor, 2 is for lateral incisor, 3 is for canine, 4 and 5 is for first and second molars. These teeth are deciduous. So how we can identify whether it is deciduous? By looking into the first digit. If it belongs to 5, 6, 7, 8, then it is deciduous. So examples are 5, 4 deciduous right maxillary first molar, 8, 3 deciduous right mandibular canine, 7, 3 deciduous left mandibular canine, 6-1 deciduous left maxillary central incisor. So they have used this system, and it is having advantages like it is very easy to remember, easy to communicate verbally as well as note it down. So this is universally accepted one, and we are following this particular system. Thanks for watching.